All right. My name is Martin Amanya, aka Mwalimu. I have trained as a professional teacher of Kiswahili. That's where the Mwalimu name comes from. And I'm passionate about Kiswahili. I teach Swahili to people, I normally say online, on-site, and on-air. We've had conversations with people on radio. We have classes running online, and also we have physical classes that we meet to teach people Kiswahili. I'm also a passionate mental health, I don't know whether I put enthusiast, it becomes but that I love mental health work. I'm a trained counseling psychologist with a Masters of Arts in Counseling Psychology. And with that, I do part-time work with Safe Places Uganda, but also offer mental health care and psychosocial support to people all over as I get to reach out to them or they get to reach to me. Yeah, that's basically about me. So the language school is a dream that was birthed into through my passion for Kiswahili. After my school experience, people normally have clear-cut paths of after school. You're a secondary school qualified teacher of Kiswahili, you find a school. So when I didn't get my heart burning for teaching Swahili, I said I will teach anyone Swahili, anyone, anyhow, anywhere. And that's how I went into promoting and teaching Kiswahili to in communities and corporate spaces. And we're excited. It's been 10 years now doing that. So I've taught Kiswahili to children young as 5. I've taught adults who are as old as over 80 years old. And it's been an interesting experience. Kiswahili ni lugha nzuri sana. Kiswahili is a very good language. And I would wish anyone out there to try and learn it. And we've leveraged now on technology that anyone, anywhere can be able to access a class and learn. Yeah, so I love teaching Kiswahili. It has a lot of opportunities for business across East Africa and beyond. If anyone is looking for study opportunities in communities where Kiswahili is used, if someone is looking for, actually some people get to marry people who speak in Kiswahili. It gives them an advantage to be able to communicate, but also teach their children some Kiswahili. But also people who are looking for places or destinations for vacations in communities where Swahili is used. But as well, for some people do it actually as self-actualization. They're done with what they've been wanting to do, and they're like, I need to learn a language and enjoy and be able to use it to speak with people. And people learn Swahili, so it's an interesting language, and I love teaching it, and it's life itself doing it. Thank you. So the language school we have the online Kiswahili class, which is a product of the Mwalimu Concerts and Language Hub, where we have a center, a dream that is being built for creating a one-stop center for languages, but with overarching Kiswahili. So it's Mwalimu Concerts and Language Hub, where we offer services of teaching Kiswahili at all levels, along with other work related to it, translation, interpretation, and things. But we also do offer mental health services, and then we also do capacity development trainings, with also work to do with human resource development. And we also do events hosting, emceeing on corporate parties, corporate events, and moderating events, so generally public speaking, if one would want to put it that way. I think I was at that time of my life where I was doing a lot of things. And well, I had enjoyed the time during COVID where I say, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but I was consoling myself by saying, but he earns $1 from each. But then around that time, I needed someone to help me focus on something and give it my very best, and then it would yield into whatever I've been looking for, maybe in many other things. And there's a friend of mine who got to know about AVODA and shared with me and said, I've known your passions. I know a person who loves business and this kind of thing. I think there's a place that's Christ-centered that can help you to develop these skills and be able to do better at what you're doing. So I was inspired to come and learn how I can give this business the right structure, be able to learn how to market it, be able to scale it up, be able to have people work with me with guidance and coaching that is helpful for growing and scaling up this business. So that was the inspiration for me to join AVODA, and I'm forever grateful and thankful. AVODA is such a sweet family. I use this to mean like the hug, like the warmth, like the love, like the kindness we experience from the instructors and the team that leads and serves at AVODA. Like the class, the people you do with the course during the cohort, it's such an amazing support system that, well, those are already very many words, but it's a family, it's a support system, it's a place of friendship, of love, of kindness. It's homely. Some of the most impactful moments for me during the program were like how to a place, it's hard to get people you're working with to understand what you're focusing on, the core values and the vision and the mission, and then being woven into it that you're all thinking the same. Yet that is a very key and fundamental thing for any business or to be able to grow. So like and that was one of the sessions we started with. I think it was just rightly planned. So that was helpful to know that as you look for who to work with in a business or in whatever venture you're growing, it's important to pay attention to how to build that team, the values, to the culture of the team. Then you're able to achieve greatly together. One of the things I've already started applying is, interestingly, there's a session that was about, formalizing the business. That was a winner for me after the session. And I told myself, I'm not running a business if it's not clearly and formally registered and everything is going well. So actually after, and I think one of the things I will continue to thank AVODA for is that also part of the things we gain is that people who are instructors and with consultancies and companies, we have that relationship now. After that, we go to them to seek support, and already there's a good place because of AVODA, so they help us. So I went into now formally improving and making sure everything about the business is in place, because you told us if you want to trade big, if you want bigger business, you need to be able to formalize and register, find a place to be, and then you can be able to work. So that's what I'm already applying, and it's going well, and I'm grateful. They have given me, we call them links or linkages or leads. They have recommended me places where they know that my services are needed and are fitting, and I've been able to make a move to go there and talk about myself and what I offer and see if there are prospective partnerships or actually opportunities for work. So, and others have continued to be supportive whenever I have activities in line with the work that I'm doing and the services we are offering. They are coming in handy to support and say, we are supporting you, we see you, we are happy. And then others, when I've needed services, I've gone to them and they've given me good services, and those services have elevated my brand, my picture out there. And I would say in particular, my corporate look when I go to MC events, St. House of Fashion has been at it. Of course, Coach Ruthie has recommended me to places where there are training centers for languages, especially Kiswahili, which I've gone to see if there are opportunities that are prospective. And all that has been helpful, plus very many other colleagues. And I'm grateful. What I would love AVODA to change about the program to make it more impactful. First of all, to begin with, I'm happy and thankful really that I'm convinced there's a lot that is happening that's already going the right way, and almost may make it hard to think of what to improve. But I think, and you may have already been doing this, but put more effort, continuing the journey with us even after the training time. There could be periodical conversations that are a team meets an individual or that company and the heads, and ask almost this very question of how is it going? Where are you now? What can we do to support you? and how that can help the person's business or what they're doing to grow. Or actually could be involved maybe in the recruitment if anyone needs support in terms of recruitment or training of their staff with a bit of these skills. It may not be the whole 6 months, but then a drop-in that could help motivate the team and make some changes. Not necessarily coming from us who are always leading new people. And I think that could be helpful in that regard. Thank you so much. Thank you for asking that question. There is a tendency of us Christians thinking business is hard, it's not for us. If you find a job, an 8 to 5, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that could be the business part of you. But there's that fear of the unknown. And we tend to get comfortable with the familiar pain of probably, you're getting some small income, or you have these passions about business, but you're not giving yourself to them because of the fear of what you've seen or heard about business. But also the challenge is we think business is for people who don't have values. If I'm a Christian and I go in business, I'll start compromising, lying, and playing games. Why AVODA is very well-centered, and why Christians need to have this Christ-centered kind of business and entrepreneurship training is for them to know that actually as a Christian, as a believer, you can make good wealth. You can make good revenue when you're still having integrity, when you have still your Christ-like values, and there are people actually who are ready to deal with you. It's not like if you say, me, I don't do this because everybody's doing out there, you won't have customers. There are clients who are looking for genuine people, people with integrity, people who they can work with, and we are most well placed if we get into that business space. And actually, it's also a way to preach the gospel. It's an evangelical tool, because they were able to meet with people, not necessarily those who are with us in faith, but also by the way we do the service, by the way we deliver products, by the way we do the business, we're able to reach people we couldn't have been able to reach if it wouldn't be through business. So let's not fear. Let's actually go there and transform the marketplace for Christ. So this is very, very helpful, and I encourage any Christian who has a passion, who is interested in business, to say that it's possible. We can get there with our values and not compromising, and actually we'll be able to create impact on the community, and we still gain wealth. Yeah. Thank you so much. Our business name is Mwalimu Consults and Language Hub, an education consulting agency that offers services ranging from teaching Kiswahili, providing mental health and psychosocial support, capacity development trainings, human resource consultancy, human resource management consultancy, and events emceeing. And you can be able to reach us through the email, mwalimuconsults@gmail.com. The website is under construction, but also you can reach us at our places of liaison at 𝘬𝗪𝙀. You can be able to call and we'll direct you to the place at 𝘬𝗪𝙀. But you can also, and the numbers are 0703 43 35 and 96, or 0783 71 1743. Please call, reach out to us. Let's talk about how we can host and make your events successful. Let's see how we can be able to support you through mental health work and create impact in communities. Let's see how we can teach Kiswahili to you at the family, to you at your workspace, to you all over the world, wherever you are, because we even use technology like the online classes, which can be accessed by anyone, anywhere, anytime. Thank you. You're all welcome to work with us. The social impact we are making through our business is being able to use the resources we get from our business, partly to meet the needs of the people in the community, but also beyond just resources, giving off of our time and knowledge and other resources to serve community where they may not be able to afford to pay for the services, and we leverage on other ways in which we can be able to gain from the service. So that is how we're creating social impact, because we know that our business also is meant to benefit the community where we're serving. The revenue has changed. It's progressively changing for the better, because there are conversations we had when I was here about pricing, about value, and I've realized that when you lift up the value of something and be able to sell that value to someone, they're able to pay for it. So our revenues have increased in the emceeing world. Revenues are increasing in the counseling space. Revenues are increasing in the capacity development trainings and teaching Kiswahili. I've learned to grow and look at various products, like differentiating a product to actually be able to have more products running, and then they can bring in a bit of more income. Yeah, so it's increasing, it's growing, little by little. So my faith has impacted my income earning or making revenue in a sense that, first of all, I believe in earning from what you've worked for. So I have come to appreciate that it's godly in the first place to use the gifts, the skills and trainings we have through business and other avenues to create an income, to create revenue. So it is, I'm leveraging on that. I am using what I've been given, what God has given me, in the parameters that are God-honoring, to be able to earn revenue from that, to give a service, an excellent service. And that is honoring to God. And then I'm earning from that. And I think for me, that there's a way in which that is intertwined with my faith, because my faith influences my business dealings with my clients. Yeah. As you're watching this, and I really have had a good time sharing this testimony, I have met people in my counseling work. I've met people in my day-to-day business dealings. I've met people in my day-to-day runnings who I have thought about, who are actually at a place where I used to be before I came here. Or people I've talked to in counseling, and part of the help they need is this kind of business coaching and guidance or support. So I would appeal to anyone who is out there, maybe they're struggling with their businesses, or they have a passion in business and they're Christians, maybe they do not know whether to go in there, to come. They can begin with consulting, they can begin with asking, and then they're guided. But also those who are already running businesses and they're having struggles, maybe about their faith and how that is intertwined in their business, or how to make revenue from their businesses, and how to create impact in society, to come to AVODA Institute of Entrepreneurship. That's where they're going to find the kind of help they need to be able to scale up their businesses, to be able to grow their revenue, to be able to create good social impact, and in a way where their faith is not going to be compromised. Thank you so much.